Sonder. The realization that each random person is living a life as vivid and complex as your own. All right, so today we're talking about Doctor Strange, but before we talk about Doctor Strange, I have a serious question for you guys. Y'all know my pizza and burger thing, and everybody told me burgers, and I was extremely disappointed. My pizza people never showed up. But this is a real question right here. Frozen yogurt or ice cream?
I'm gonna pick frozen yogurt. I'm gonna pick frozen yogurt.
Get out. Stop listening.
Well,
I was gonna pick frozen yogurt
hold on,
too.
hold on,
You
hold
can
on.
get out too.
Hold on.
It is a little more expensive.
No. Frozen yogurt texture wise, but ice cream for flavors. I like ice cream because they have
Okay.
cookie dough.
But
And all
if you
that.
could
So
only
I
have-
fuck with that on ice cream, but
Okay.
I just like the texture and the
Fair enough.
silkiness of frozen
Froyo
yogurt.
eating
It
ass.
is smooth.
I love
It is
that
smooth. It is smooth.
It
but-
ain't that Bluebell though.
But I don't know what I like better.
All right.
No, I think I
Bluebell.
changed my answer to ice cream. Just because it's more flavors, more available.
Bluebell for the
I'm
win.
gonna go with
I fuck
frozen.
with
I'm gonna
cookie
go
dough.
with frozen.
Bluebell for the win.
Bluebell.
I'm gonna go with frozen
Bro, they're
yogurt.
canceled, bro. You know?
I guess I'm
Hey, that's
alone
fine.
on this
I
one.
forgot what happened, but yeah.
People were licking ice
All right,
cream
let's
tops or
change
something.
it to something that we all truly care about.
Oh, no.
Ice cream or boba for the rest of your life. You go and choose one.
No, boba. Yeah, boba.
Look at his
Rest of my
wallpaper.
life?
Look at his wallpaper. Look at his wall. Ask him to show you your wallpaper.
Ice cream. How do you even compare those two, bro?
It's boba time.
It's
boba
like
time.
marijuana in a cup.
Legit, it's in Cali. So
I wish we had a camera to show y'all this. He didn't show me no tapioca balls in this cup.
It's a wall.
Look, it's a picture
of
of
a
him.
boba.
So he went to
cup,
California
it's
and he
filled with
found this
tree.
Any
big
flavor, Bobo?
Yeah.
boba with a tree in it, and that's what his wallpaper is. We'll
pretty cool.
we'll
It's
post
cool.
it up on the channel when this episode comes out.
It'd be the wallpaper for you.
We'll
guys.
put it on our story. A picture of
Hey, it's
of
a
Ruben.
good, it's a good little
All
background
right,
thing.
but anyways, okay. So boba.
I'm
What
picking
do you choose?
boba.
I'm picking boba.
Ice cream. What the fuck?
Me for the rest of my life.
I'm not eating tapioca for the rest of my life.
Well, I don't even get ice cream nowadays or boba lately. So, but if I had to pick one
That's
to
sad.
be gone right now.
After seeing your boba
I can drink
wallpaper,
my Thai tea without
Dude.
boba in it.
it's because I can't go by myself.
okay.
want
When I mean
get
boba, I
myself.
mean like the boba store.
Yeah. Like,
Would you rather have a Brahms near you or a boba place near you?
Browns. Hands down. Sundays, banana splits. Like, hands down.
that's true, but I
I
just.
mean, you
just
better
like-
buy a smoothie maker.
I do have one, but the tapioca pearls. I don't know. Nah, I'm sticking with boba.
I gotta.
I
go
don't
with
get
boba.
either as much, but I crave boba way more.
I just feel like
I never crave ice cream. I never
I feel like
crave.
it's a hard comparison because like I don't want ice cream for the soothing moments that I would want boba. Like boba's
Yeah.
more like maybe when I get a meal or dessert. Like ice cream is
true.
like hot sunny day. I don't know. I'm weird. I eat ice cream when it's like cold outside. Wintertime, I probably eat more ice
Apparently,
cream.
that's
than
when
any.
they sell the most ice cream is when it's cold.
Well, yeah, I would think so. It's fucking hot outside. Oh wait, no, when it's cold. It's cold. That's weird. Then what the fuck?
It is weird. Okay, now you
My
know
true
how
answer
weird it
is Elizabeth Olsen.
What? Wait, what'd you say?
Elizabeth Olsen. What about her?
She's number one.
She's number one.
Yeah, she's
Number
number
one.
one. But no, boba. I'm taking boba over Elizabeth Olsen. No, cap.
And there you have it. All right, so we are talking about Doctor Strange, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about this movie.
Overall rating.
I can't. Okay, so let me just say this. You know what? I'm gonna go last, dude. I really don't know how I feel about this movie.
okay, fine.
It's the
Monte, bro,
multiverse.
Monte.
It's the madness in my head. Like,
Nah, that's
like,
okay. I give it a strong.
Strong.
I say 6.5 to 7.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it 7.5 is pushing it. I wouldn't put it past a 7. A good solid 7.
That's funny. Like it's good because I watched it the first time, and I gave it an 8, but then I started thinking about it more, and I was like, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. It was just like in the moment kind of thing, reactionary wise. I liked it, but then thinking about it went down. I was like, I'll give it like a 7.5, and then I watched it again like 2 weeks ago, and yeah, that was ass. I don't know. It was like 5.5
Oof.
after watching it again.
okay. So when I
Okay.
first watched the movie, I did give it a 5. I gave it a 5 out
You
of
weren't
5.
pleased at all from the
I
get-go.
and you
That's
need
good.
to understand that Doctor Strange is like I've loved Doctor Strange for a very long time, like before he was even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He was always one of my favorites. Um, and then I didn't like it. I was not satisfied with the movie. And then I went to work, and my coworkers like, "What is it about it that you don't like? Like, why did you give it such a low rating?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that. And maybe listening to y'all's reviews will something will click in my head.
Oh, facts.
But
No,
like just
100%.
right now, I just do not know why I did not like that movie.
Okay, then Ruben, what did you like about the movie?
What are
What
did I
pros
like?
about the
Okay,
movie?
what I did like is the fact that they were traveling the multiverse. Like I like how they were doing it. It made me wish that they kind of explored how different the universes looked. Like say whenever they went to that they were traveling through and they were changing like textures or whatever. I thought it was pretty cool, but I wanted to see like them going
Like
world to
stopping
world.
at more
Actually,
than one.
more than just one.
That makes sense.
Kind of just a little bit.
And that's
It
how I
was
felt
cool,
too.
like-
And
Yeah,
and
they
I
did
knew
go
why
to,
this.
like-
I knew that from the get go. I knew that as soon as they brought dimensions in, some people would not be satisfied because when you bring in dimensions, we're talking about millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
And
literally picked like one
Yeah,
and resolved everything.
It was a really weird one.
but
Like it didn't seem that different.
that's why I didn't want them to bring dimensions into this
Well,
stuff.
yeah, but
That's me though,
yeah,
personally, because
yeah.
I don't like that stuff. But
Touche.
So I liked that aspect, the idea, I guess overall, just traveling through.
so you liked
But-
the idea, you didn't like the way they did it.
Yeah, that. And what else did I like? I liked. It was kind of the fact that it was kind of scary. Like it was kind of going for a little like scary, spooky vibe a little bit
It was
with the directing.
Yeah. It was very
And-
dark.
Yeah, so I like that aspect. Some parts just came off a little like cringe doing it, but I like the idea that we're doing. And what else did I like?
A lot of that was supposed to be like in homage to the Evil Dead and stuff like that
Yeah.
too, though, from what I was
Yeah,
hearing.
but like I
and
like what they were
on.
doing, like with Wanda. and
Yeah.
all that. Like she was kind of like scary a little bit.
She was a witch.
Yeah. I liked the cameos. You know, the other heroes I get to see.
Yeah.
I like seeing them. I was
Yeah,
like, damn,
yeah.
that's fucking dope. The Illuminati, I liked seeing them, but I didn't like how they were introduced. I think that's about it that I really liked. Just those 3 things, I guess.
That makes sense. I think for me, I kept in mind that this movie was not meant to be really about them. It's more of like them sowing the seed for what's happening later
And that's
in
what
the
sucks.
universe.
Right.
And
They were just
personally, I
using
think
the
that's
movie.
what I liked about it was because I was like, I know this movie isn't focused on this little story. Like it's
Yeah.
just building up to what's coming later on.
And that's what I didn't like. Because when is Doctor Strange actually going to get his respect?
Yeah.
He comes in the movies. His first movie, I mean, it also didn't really feel like... It wasn't the best. And then, for example, how do you say
Yeah, the
it?
first one was definitely better. It was more of a Doctor Strange
It was
movie.
more of a Doctor
Yeah.
Strange movie.
Actual Doctor Strange. This
You
one
know,
was-
even Ant-Man gets more of a movie for himself. And I didn't like that they used Doctor Strange to bring all these Easter eggs and show the future. Like, that's cool, but, like, he got no respect. Like, to this day, they haven't shown what he can do. Like,
fully, I guess.
and I thought he was going to go
But
off.
maybe they're building up to that because if they're trying to go the whole Secret Wars
You're right,
route and like him becoming like Sorcerer Strange or him diving deeper with now he's been possessed by the whatever the name of the book is, the Darkhold.
Like
the battle?
Yeah.
Eye of.
Because now that he's possessed by the Darkhold, like he's going deeper into his more darker sorcery side, where like from the comics and stuff, he becomes like Sorcerer Supreme to the fullest. Like he's just a badass dude with all these different abilities
sense, I guess.
and all this shape shifting. He becomes way more better than what he is now, and from a lot of that, it makes sense because he is the one who like figured out time travel and going in between and like. He ends up. I don't know if you guys saw like What If, like
I
there,
did.
there's a version like the version of him that he does so much that he shouldn't do that he ends up destroying the whole world.
Yeah.
He's like the only person left, and he's just trapped in there. You
That
know,
series in general was better than the movie. That was a better background for Doctor Strange, showing what he can do.
It showed what he could do, and in the movie, I did hope to see more of that when he ran into Sinister Strange. But I was like, that fight was kind of weak. They're throwing musical notes at each other, and like he just overpowered this dude. Like how?
Like, they shouldn't have called this movie Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they could have made that a series of its own. Instead of a movie, you didn't do that.
But
with the mix, do you think the movie was more about him or honestly more about Wanda?
It was nothing.
I personally think it was more about Wanda.
Then they should have called it Scarlet Witch, Multiverse of Madness.
But marketing wise,
because that's literally what it felt like.
I feel like marketing wise, it wouldn't have it wouldn't have worked like that.
But that's the thing.
Maybe they would have after seeing WandaVision. Yeah. But I don't think they should. Even if it was a Wanda, it shouldn't be a movie.
They also tried to keep hidden that Wanda was going to be the villain the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They should have called it Scarlet. Because it's what it felt like. It's what the movie felt like. The movie felt like it was Scarlet Witch,
which it was. It was like her
Multiverse of Madness.
Not really her
featuring
origin.
Doctor Strange.
Not really her origin story, but it was like this is Marvel's MCU's way of bringing her into the actual Scarlet Witch name and the actual character.
Yeah, that's true because they never really full on called her that.
Like they never called her that.
They called her Wanda.
Yep, they never gave her the name Scarlet Witch. They never addressed
she's gone now.
No, now because of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like before that it was never.
I understand
There's
why
theories,
they took her out because
I'm actually interested in what the listeners have to say about this too. There's theories that she doesn't die though. She's not dead.
That's
they didn't confirm
that's
her death by showing her body.
That's
what I was gonna say is
I didn't like that.
What I was gonna say is they didn't confirm that she was gone.
I hope not.
But her contract is up.
I thought
it's over.
I thought they said something about her contract got extended.
It didn't. She had an interview saying that she was disappointed the way that she went out. Out.
So it's possible that they might try to. bring her back.
Then again, with news nowadays, they be manipulating the fuck out of words. But there was a few articles saying that she was kind of disappointed in the way that they presented and ended the story of the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And to me, that sounds like, because in the end, it's about money.
Yeah.
And to me, that sounds like they ended her contract. But there are theories that, she's not dead. She's just benched until a later role. Which might be true. But why wouldn't they tell her that? Like, why is she...
She might know. But, I feel like when a lot of this stuff hits the news, these people know that they can't say too much. Because remember when
that is true.
When Tom Holland was like first getting his Spider-Man roles, he kept slipping up in a lot of interviews, saying stuff that he wasn't supposed to be saying. They had to keep telling him like, "Hey, bro, like that's not for the media. Like that's confidential. You let them see the movie for that. Like chill out." But he was just so excited, like young kid, like, "Hey, I'm Spider-Man now." Like, who wouldn't be excited? Like, what the fuck? You're Peter Parker. That shit is dope.
But I know a lot of theories that she's not dead, and to me, that's like.
That would be the dumbest way for her to die.
But I definitely
think would be the dumbest way for her to die.
I wasn't impressed with Olivia Chavez or whatever her Mrs. America, whatever she is.
America Chavez.
I don't. She's supposed to be hyped up to be one of these OP superheroes, but I guess in the movie she doesn't know how to control her power, so she trash.
I hated how.
But I can see how she could be OP. Like you can literally just push somebody to another dimension and just close the gate. And
the only reason I was okay with Doctor Strange being so weak in this movie is because if you remember Thor, the first movie wasn't good. The second movie was fucking worse.
Terrible.
And then the third movie came in with a banger. Yeah. So I'm hoping that Doctor Strange... Because people are saying that the next thing that's happening in the Marvel Universe, Doctor Strange isn't going to be in it. Because at the end, he goes into the magical realm. He's not coming back to fight Galactus or whoever the fuck is the next big thing, right? And neither is Scarlet Witch. So they've literally taken out all the powerhouses. Vision isn't there.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch is gone. And he's in a whole other dimension, another world.
Yeah, dealing with his own...
So it's literally Shang-Chi and Spider-Man if they bring him back.
Yeah.
But I think that's why they're trying to go to the building of all the other stuff, because he has a whole incursions thing going on, which that straight up is what damn near triggers the Secret Wars from the comics. So his build up is definitely going into later on in the movies. I do like the cameos because it kind of gave us proof that like we're gonna get the Fantastic Four. We might get Black Beetle, right? Is his name
Black Bolt?
Black Bolt?
Oh,
Yeah.
Black Bolt.
It's fucking cold.
Not the way he got body, he wasn't. But but no, the cameos gave us a lot to look forward to. I think.
That's probably my favorite part of the movie. Just the cameos, which ain't even Doctor Strange.
I also remember like Strange. He doesn't have the time stone. Like there's reasons why they nerfed him in the movie. Like he's not Sorcerer Supreme. He doesn't have the title. He doesn't have the time stone. Like he's kind of handicapped throughout everything in a way.
Facts. But
other than the build up, honestly, I didn't like too much about it either. It wasn't a bad movie to me, but
I think it was a bad movie.
I just like the dots that they try to connect and what they're trying to lead to. It just helped me be more excited for what's coming because I'm like, okay, this is definitely triggering these type of events. However they decide to do it, and I'm more excited about that than I am about.
I just don't think they should have put that in a movie. They should have.
But they got to stretch it out because I think back to like the first 4 phases, and we didn't really know the formula that they did. So we were just watching the movie, seeing stuff happen, wondering why these cliffhangers were happening. Yeah. And then you go back and it's like, oh, they were just sowing seeds the whole time. They're just plotting this shit out.
Yeah, but that one was like, that's why, because like they did it so good back then. But this one, legitimately,
it's like too obvious.
It's straight up obvious that they're using this movie to be a build up for future things, which I don't like. Like, just make it a straight up Doctor Strange movie and then mention little things like to help build up. But this didn't feel like a Doctor Strange movie.
And I still, I guess, too, because it goes back to, we all agree it was mainly about Scarlet Witch and, like,
it's
her
journey, too.
She almost is the reason why the multi-dimensional stuff starts happening.
Yeah, she triggers it. Because of her dreams.
Yeah.
Well, she steals the Darkhold. Or once she gets the Darkhold from Agatha in WandaVision, the Darkhold basically possesses whoever uses it. And she started shadow walking or doing whatever and realizes her crazy ass got kids and other... Basically, all the Wonders went crazy and did the same shit.
And I just really didn't like... God damn, I hated those fucking kids.
There's one scene to me that I really question when Wanda sees herself and like when she's about to kill herself and she's like, she stops because the kids are like, don't hurt my mom and stuff. And she's just like looking at herself. What do you think triggered in her head? Like, did she look at herself and realize, like, this is what I became because of this?
The nice one?
I think it triggers because Doctor Strange earlier in the movies, like, if you kill yourself in another universe, you're taking their mom.
Well, yeah, but the nice one's like looking down at her and realizing, like, I became this evil, crazy
that's what I thought
person,
well, by
so
then
like,
she's already given up her powers.
Yeah.
Like, she's not using them anymore. So in her head, she's probably like, if I would have kept going, I would have ended up like
became
that.
this. Or do you think
like,
the opposite?
She,
like, it
she
might have
immediately
triggered
knew
something to where she's like, they keep doing some shit to me, and I'm gonna end up like this either way.
That's like the only part that kind of hit. It was just like
don't
she understood her
had
perspective.
kids.
She
She created
them.
them. That's
like
how
her
powerful she was. She literally
but
created
like in
her
other
own reality.
dimensions,
Because all of
she has them.
Because you got to think in all those dimensions, the Thanos shit happened. Like, they're not that far off of what happens in the different timelines. Which I'm learning by rewatching Loki is like most of the things are the same. There's like slight variants. So in most of those timelines or dimensions, whatever happens, she loses Vision, and all of them basically go crazy and do the whole WandaVision
kids
thing.
with Vision, that boy can't have kids.
No.
Reality warped to make herself kids.
So with her powers, she
They're not
basically
naturally born
moved to like
kids.
some city that didn't have a lot of people.
Yeah.
And her powers went to like overload because of her emotions.
Yeah.
And
She
without even trying, she created this whole reality and gave everybody else was like brainwashed and thought they were like living.
But
And
what
she
I'm
gave
saying is
herself
when she
kids.
goes to another dimension and the kids are real.
No, they're not real.
They're not real.
Even
those
then-
are the same made up kids in every dimension.
Yeah.
That's why it's strange. It's like your kids never existed.
Yeah.
You made them up.
Yeah.
But in her head, she's just like, I don't care what
Like, no,
anybody
I
has
have
to
kids.
say.
Like, they're mine.
This is my life. That's the life I chose. That's what I want to do.
But wouldn't you think the Illuminati would have stopped her in...
They can't. That's the thing. She too strong. And she
Okay.
did. So
Well,
she.
I mean, yeah,
'cause,
I guess
well,
you
in
can
Wonder
see.
Vision, she dips off and she has like a. I wouldn't even know what to call it. Like a psychic barrier around the
like a
city.
big dome.
Like nobody can get in and out. And if you get in, you're under her spell. Basically,
You can't get
like
out,
you get brainwashed. You think you've been living there. Your whole life has been rewritten in your head. So she was controlling everybody. Yeah. She wasn't like harming them, but it's still like, you're fucking.
I get you.
Brainwashing all these people. Yeah. And she didn't even realize she was doing it herself at first because she was so emotional, distraught.
She was so messed up.
She like made the whole city.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And created 2 kids.
I thought the kids were like,
nah, they were never real. They were they never existed. That's why it's even more crazy because it's like you went to another dimension when you could have just remade the motherfuckers. Yeah, you could have just redid it. Yeah, in the woods by yourself. No brainwashing nobody.
They were fucking real, but like no, they weren't real.
But they also, some people theorize like. That's part of what the Darkhold did to her. Yeah. Because, like, all the corruption just kept her in that loop instead of her, like, moving away from it.
I don't know. The whole time I thought they were real, and the Illuminati was just like...
Fuck it. Yeah, nah. She was basically in hiding and shit.
Yeah, they're fucking fake ass. But those kids are so cringe, dude. I fucking hate those kids. Yeah. In the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Terrible
I agree 100%.
acting kids. I don't know if they're supposed to act that, but...
Our table.
Bad. That cringe ass singing scene, like singing for ice cream, like, bro.
It was terrible. They gave it like the whole 70s, 80s, like perfect family feel. Fuck that, bro.
I hate those 2 kids. It's so fucking cringe, dude. But I didn't like that. I didn't like a lot of the cringy ass dialogue they had, like with America.
She wasn't that great of an actress either, personally.
I just didn't like what they wrote her to say.
I think it was her writing.
If anything,
like especially at the end, whenever she's like, "Oh, I don't know how to use my powers," and then like, "Oh, Dr. Strange, give her a little pep talk. Oh, I can use my powers now."
Yeah, that's why I didn't like it.
Gave me a good pep
talk. It was
talk.
So Disney.
Yeah,
that's why.
I was like,
the whole movie was so Disney.
Honestly, the moments with Scarlet Witch probably were better. Like her going to the temple and realizing, like, hey, this shit been made for me the whole time. It's like, hell yeah, fuck them up.
But that's the thing. If they would have named it Scarlet Witch, I don't think they would have.
It would have spoiled.
They brought Shang-Chi. Ain't nobody heard about Shang-Chi.
But if they would have named it Scarlet Witch, it low-key would have spoiled that she was a villain, I think. Because
that's true.
That's at the end of WandaVision, they hint like, you're supposed to be the Scarlet Witch, but they still didn't confirm like this is your name. We all just know from the comics, you know.
I guess, yeah. I get what you mean.
If you look back, like even in the comics, the Scarlet Witch, she ain't a good person. No, she ain't like that's Magneto's daughter. You know that she out there catching bodies. She was about that life. Even I think in the third X-Men, the original. When Wolverine's like walking through the freaking, I think it's her. Was it Jean Grey? The one who had the body. Okay.
Oh yeah, Jean Grey.
I was like, even that scene, but then never mind. That's
another OP.
Yeah, that's another OP chick.
Shit. Nah, what else did I not like about?
Which I don't like that. That when they showed her background, she didn't have the whole mutant background and been from like Magneto and stuff. Which I feel like either they should fix that or. I don't know what they plan to do about that, especially if they start bringing the mutants in. They could now, you know what I mean?
Now they showed Professor Xavier. Maybe they're like in an alternate reality. Magneto's
they say
Magneto and
they were adopted. Our bad. That's it.
Yeah, so I didn't like a lot of the cringy dialogue that was brought in, the Disney stuff. The fight too, like you said, the music notes thing that felt. Like, they were trying to make it weird, but they tried too hard. Yeah. So, like, we're going to use music notes and fight with those.
Like bad. That was some magic blast.
I didn't like just being a simp the whole time.
Wong just got trashed on the whole time.
Yeah, he did. But, yeah, exactly. He's, like, more of a
That's also another thing. Is, like, Wanda is OP, but Doctor Strange, he's OP as well. And in this movie...
I think that's why, though. The only person that can combat this is this man. Like, he's the only one that can slightly stop this. And he couldn't stop it his damn self. He himself couldn't stop her. Yeah.
He embraced the darkness.
That boy smelled the flowers and said they smell real. And when she took that shit down, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, she's still off.
So does that mean he knew?
He didn't know. I feel like he didn't know.
But that's like I watched it again. Because he was like they smell real. Real. So I was like, oh, so did he know?
He knew about what happened with all the fake stuff. But that's why he showed up. He's like, oh, this seems like you're actually out here living life, like no more magic. And she was just like,
but that's what I'm like. Why did he ask? Is this real? Because it seemed like he immediately knew that he already had a sense like you're fucking with me. You made this fake.
Nah, he was.
But he's like, it smells real.
I feel like he didn't know because he didn't catch on until when she slipped up.
Oh yeah,
and he was.
I didn't mention.
And he was like, I never told you her name. And she was like, well, you see, lying was a hard part, and she just takes it all down. And it's like, oh shit, she really off one like.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that is funny. That was a cool.
I don't know.
thing.
That's another.
It caught me off guard. I was just
Yeah,
like,
all the best
thing-
moments were with
her.
Wanda, bro. Honestly,
Yeah,
all
she
the best
cold.
moments were with Wanda.
They were, and that's the thing. That
Even
sucks,
that fight
is 'cause
against
if you-
that little starfish, that
if
shit
you
was.
see,
yeah.
if you see the Marvel movie till now, they nerfed him. That boy, I don't care what you say.
They nerfed him.
He defeated.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
defeated Dormammu.
With the time stone.
He defeated.
Which
He didn't kill him. He
Yeah.
defeated him.
yeah,
And then after that, he brings a whole army from another dimension that they weren't in apparently. He brings a whole army. He brings all of Wakanda.
yeah, he brings everybody back
he
to the war.
opens
Yeah,
hundreds of portals to bring people in, and he can't do nothing in this movie. And then whenever he possesses the zombie body, I was like, "Oh, he gonna go off." He doesn't do nothing.
I mean, he did learn how to control spirits,
That's true.
which is
that's a new
another
ability.
reason why he's probably more possessed now, because he like let evil
Well,
spirits
they
run
are-
through him.
Yeah.
It's not the eye's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it shows that he was corrupted by the Darkhold. Apparently, is how it's supposed to go. It's like the Darkhold basically has some type of control over
the
him.
eye is good now. Pretty much the eye. Okay. The way I read it in the interview, I read this before, and I just double checked right now from the Rolling Stones. The director said that it's a good ending. Like he saw what happens in the Secret Wars with the other Doctor Strange, and he embraced the evil. So now he can do both.
Yeah,
he
so
knows his limits.
he has better control over it because he
But the thing is, you're giving this dude who you already won't show that he's OP even more powers to not show that he's OP.
Yeah.
Because like I said, remember, he's in another dimension now.
But that's the thing
So
about
Doctor
just that
Strange
movie.
3, he might go off. But when
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
else is doing another Age of Ultron and he's not around, like you're giving him shit for him not to be around.
They're gonna bring him back in that crucial ass moment.
Again?
He's been in all the crucial moments. He stepped up.
That's another
I
thing.
mean, even
in the
with Thanos,
Avengers,
he had to
they
fucking-
hold him too.
he said there-
They said in the event in the was it in Endgame they
Shake
said in Endgame they said hold the water.
Dude, that was stupid. You don't think he could just make the spell?
This
hold
man
it,
just opened
and then go fucking
100
fuck shit up
fucking portals, and he needs both his hands
to hold water.
and body to hold water. To hold water.
You telling me he's
He
gonna make a
just
big ass
opened the
portal to
shit-
make the water go somewhere else, and then go
Send
fuck
it back to the ocean.
That was stupid immediately when I
You
saw
know how
that again. Dude.
stupid
Yeah,
that is?
yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that. I remember thinking the exact same thing when I saw that.
They said hold the water. He made a hurricane. He made a Sharknado for fun while everybody was getting their ass beat.
That's so
That's true.
stupid, dude.
And then that's what I'm saying. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. They're sending him out to another realm with more powers, so the third movie can be good, but the rest of them is just gonna be
Until
like
they do the same thing in the third movie.
hold
I
water.
don't know. I have hope for him. I feel like they're gonna
I do.
they're
I
gonna
hope
have
so,
him
too.
play some crucial roles still.
I have hope because I fucking love Doctor
My
Strange.
boy Cumberbatch ain't dead yet. His contract's still healthy.
He was gonna quit, and I get why. If they wrote me to hold water in Endgame, I would have fucking quit too.
Hey, but you
They
get
said
you get
shake your
fat
head
bag,
1,000 times and give up the time stone. That's all you. That's all you here for.
Yeah, exactly. And look at futures.
And that's another thing too.
I feel like it sounds like we don't like this movie in this
we don't.
review.
I don't.
I
It's
personally
terrible. I
like the
don't like
movie. I do like the movie. But yeah,
I like
it's-
what the movie did. I like that they brought the Fantastic Four. I brought that they're bringing
Hell yeah,
shit
dude.
for the
I can't
future.
wait to see that.
I like that they're bringing more in, but
outside of all the Easter eggs.
it's sloppy. Dude.
Yeah, I say outside of all the
It's
Easter
so
eggs, it's
sloppy.
like what did we watch?
fan
You need to
service.
understand
Yeah.
that if you bring, what's his name?
Like I was.
If you bring Mr. Fantastic in, he comes in with 4 people.
Yeah,
If you bring the X-Men in, they come with at least 10.
10. Yeah, that's
At
the whole
least
team.
10.
Yeah,
And then you bring Black Bolt, he comes with another 5.
yeah, because all the Inhumans.
That is so sloppy.
Yeah.
Okay, like I understand Black Panther had a lot of people. He had a city.
Yeah, but he's not a team of superheroes already.
But the thing is, okay, they gave a lot of people scenes. But half of the people that they gave scenes to are still here. Thor, and now Jane. You saw it from the trailer. And then you have the Guardians of the Galaxy. They are still here.
Yeah.
You know, Spider-Man still here. All these people are still here, and Endgame already felt like a lot to me. Like when I watched it the first time, I was amazed. I was fucking starstruck. But then I watched it the second time, and I was like, this is a lot. That's why it took 2 movies. What is the next one going to take? 3? You bring in the X-Men, bro. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, depending on how far
Dark
deep
Phoenix
they go into it.
Do you know how bad
Yeah,
Dark
the Phoenix
is?
Force. Yeah.
I need to watch that movie. I haven't seen it.
Don't watch it.
I want to.
Just
I've seen some cool scenes from it. I'm interested.
Just watch the
Just
cartoon.
know that the Phoenix Force ain't to be fucked with.
Yeah, I know that. I want to see like.
But the thing is,
Jean
you
Grey
bring in the Phoenix Force. You think
Okay.
the Fantastic Four ain't gonna get involved with the X-Men to help them out?
That's what I'm curious about is what route they're going now. First of all,
They're
how
bringing
even
so
gonna
many.
bring
So how
the
many people
Fantastic
gonna
Four in
protect
this
New
right
York
way?
at the end of this?
Protect
Why
New
they all
York.
in New York to begin with?
Yeah.
Dallas
That's
pretty
so
fucked too.
yeah, that's so unfair. Why everybody in New York to
I
begin
know.
with? What about
Which
the other
superhero pulling up the deep ellum? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
No, but about those cameos, I forgot. I was gonna mention this. Alan made a good point. He was saying that he didn't like how it's like he said he put it like they do it Rick and Morty style. When they're like introducing superheroes, they just explain to the person like their powers, and it felt unnecessary. Like say when they were introducing like the Illuminati, and I was like, and this is this person. Like the Illuminati wouldn't explain themselves to a prisoner or whatever. They wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I am.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. They didn't explain
people?
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, they said, and this the smartest man alive, Reed Richards.
Oh well, okay.
And they're giving like an intro for every single character. It just seems like they didn't need that. That's specifically fan service. Like they were.
Oh yeah, straight up. It was just
yeah.
for the cameo.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't catch it, we gonna make sure you catch it.
like you don't need to explain them. Like we know
like
what
the
they
four,
are.
like the 4 in his fucking chest didn't say enough, right?
Yeah, I know.
But all right, him we know. Captain Carter, we know
yeah,
who she is.
You know, same thing. This Captain Carter, and then she throws
the other
shield.
chick being Captain Marvel. I did not catch that. I didn't
No?
realize that's who she was supposed to be.
her-
I was confused as hell until I
Really?
looked it up. I was like, who was she supposed? Oh, Captain Marvel. I
Yeah.
didn't even.
Yeah, that's her best friend, or whatever. In the other one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
Captain Marvel movie.
So it's like another what if. Like instead of
Yeah.
Captain Marvel going, the black chick's daughter or the
Yeah.
black chick went instead.
It's her, but yeah, I don't know. It just felt
Oh,
really.
I also
fan
didn't like
service-y
that they
to make
didn't bring Marvel Zombies in. Where's that universe, bro?
They did. Kind of.
That's why I said like
That's
I
what the
wanted to
whole
see-
Doctor Strange repossessing himself
Yeah.
shit was supposed to be.
That
in my
was
opinion.
him repossessing a dead
Man,
body,
that
not
was,
him being
that,
a zombie.
That was them doing as close to
That's
Marvel Zombies
close
as
to
they were
it,
going to
man.
do in the
Yeah.
real life
I
movie
was
to
hoping
start
that
off
they
with.
would like pop into the universe and be like, "Oh fuck, we don't want to be here," and then
Yeah.
That's what I said. I wanted
But
more
that-
expansion and dimensions. If
Or
they're
at
gonna
least
bring
travel
this,
some
explore,
more and like, yeah.
But nah, like it would have been cool because I was like curious about this universe they were in. Like they mentioned they had the Ultron boss. I was like, okay, where's Ultron? Like, is he actually protecting the world?
no.
Where's Iron Man? I want to see who's there. You know.
Yeah.
But like they
That's right,
they don't
that's
even mention. But Ultron's there. I don't know. It's really I wanted to see the worlds. But
Yeah, like what? There's more than the Illuminati running this.
Yeah, there's like other Avengers and other worlds, and they could have done this Marvel Zombies.
But then
I
how?
mean, that cameo to the Doctor Strange at the end, where it's only him on Earth. I mean, that was a cameo already, you know, from whatever comic. I forgot what you said.
How do you think they're gonna bring in the Fantastic Four? Because if they're doing this accurately, you can't do a young Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Like
They said he's coming
just
back
now
too,
discovering their powers. That don't work. They have to have like already been established
You think so?
somewhere off in the scenes. Which
Yeah, I agree.
they're supposed to be up there with like one of the.
Well, yeah,
first.
they're supposed to, but the
They're
fact that
gonna
they
do
haven't
it
been
the same way they do everything else.
They
I heard
also-
that there's these people in Atlanta. You should go pay a visit. That's
then
what
they
what
already-
they always fuck.
I've
They're gonna be
heard
like
theories-
Spider-Man. I heard that the smartest guy in the world lives in
Yeah,
freaking
and then the
in
fucking
Utah.
and the towers.
Go
has
pay
been
him a
there.
visit.
Yeah, the towers has been there the whole time.
Like, damn, where was he during Endgame? He was
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
some other stuff.
Exactly. Where were they then? I've heard theories though that
They were in the blip.
I hear theories though
yeah,
that
they
that's
would
what
say
the next Ant-Man movie is supposed to be about.
Really?
Because how they're going into the quantum realm
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
People are theorizing that
Reed
the
Richards,
Fantastic
yeah.
Four was trapped in the quantum realm, and that's why they weren't there. And when Ant-Man goes like that, That's what I've heard. I don't know,
That's
bro.
a fucking theory.
That's a fucking theory, though. Yes.
Okay.
Apparently, they were in the quantum realm, and they're gonna come back out from there. Yeah.
And that's how they get their powers, maybe.
I just want Victor Von Doom. I don't give a fuck about no Reed Richards. He mentored. I don't.
Sense, I guess.
So would you be okay? Would you be okay with
any
Ant-Man helping them take Doom down?
That'd be stupid as fuck.
Dude, Doom would be.
You bring in the Fantastic Four without a movie?
Nah, they're gonna get their own movie too, though. I think that's people are saying that's how they tie them in, and then they get their own movie type shit. And then in that movie, let Doom be the man he is. Because in the other two movies,
that'd be a good way to bring him in.
Other three movies, they hold my boy Victor Von Doom.
Bro.
Especially in that remake. What the fuck was that?
Dude. He wasn't bad.
I saw it, dude. That thing was bad.
In the remake?
In the remake?
Oh,
Miles
Teller.
Teller.
About the Miles Teller.
What was that?
I completely forgot about that.
Dude, that thing
in
was
the first one, they solidified him and put him on a shipping container. That shit was weak as hell, too.
The way they defeated him was whack, but the way he was presented, he was pretty evil.
Yeah, I liked it, dude.
Man's face peeling.
But the thing is, you bring the Fantastic Four.
You gotta bring Doom.
The Silver Surfer?
Because because Doom goes back to showing, okay, we might get Secret Wars, and this man is running whatever the hell name of the island of the world.
Secret Wars. I think they're just gonna continue.
I think they are.
I think they're going to Secret Wars, bro. I think they're building up towards Secret Wars,
but it's not gonna be the actual thing.
That'd be their version of it, just like their version of other.
That might be a 2-part
Civil War and stuff.
I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
The 3-part thing, bro. Remember, we're moving on now.
What's up? What else?
You know, back then in theaters, whenever Titanic was being showed, the movie was so long that they would show half the movie, tell everybody to go get more popcorn, refill on drinks, take a piss, and come back.
I wish we had that now. We
about to. With all this shit that's going on.
Man, no, they gonna
4-hour movie.
Yeah. They're gonna milk it out. Part 1, 2, 3. You know how many movie tickets they gonna sell?
Yeah.
Look, I Marvel's done great so far. I'm not gonna shit.
Not recently.
This movie.
How do you think they're bringing the X-Men into it? Because even Charles, you can't bring that old man back. That man did die like 4 times in movies. You cannot bring him back. He's not gonna make it. I apologize. That might be a little rude. He's too old to play the role still.
You're not wrong, dude. They're not gonna bring that X-Men.
My boy Wolverine.
I feel like
Hugh Jackman. Who's gonna replace that?
Oh, they actually do have a replacement.
They do,
and it's legit.
And it's 2 people. From what I've heard, it's between 2 people, and honestly, I wouldn't be mad at anyone.
Okay.
I would not be mad
as long as they do it right, they do it right. That's all
we
ask for.
These are rumors, though. But they are replacing Wolverine. That's a for sure fact.
They have to, though. Hugh Jackman ain't coming back. It's too taxing. He too old, too.
2 people who want it. 1, Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. You know how he's gotten swole and he's like hairy as fuck.
Okay, first we got Vampire Boy turning to Batman. Now we got Harry Potter turning to Wolverine.
He didn't do bad as Batman, though.
He didn't.
And then the other guy is Zac Efron.
Give me Harry Potter.
I can't see Zac Efron.
Harry Potter, please.
Have you seen him now, though?
Man,
he can't play.
I don't know High School Musical ass motherfucker.
He's too funny.
Claws coming out his hands.
He's too funny. He's been in too many comedies.
He's swole, dude.
I don't care about how swole he is. He don't fit. His personality don't fit Logan to me. Harry Potter, I can maybe see. He already hairy and stuff. Hell no. Pass.
No, I mean that's a good that's a good.
We just
portrayal,
looked up I guess like a fan made photo.
Yeah, they're editing
what
it.
It would be.
Give him like Jason's body.
Everybody listening, take the time to search it. Please let us know in the comments.
Him in a movie with
that's that.
Beard.
Hell no, he looks like he needs to be. What's the movie he did with Seth Rogen? That looks like a sequel to that.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Neighbors, yeah. I was like, that looks just like him and Neighbors in the next 10 years. Like, no, pass.
Nah, Zac Efron. I can handle Daniel Radcliffe.
I'll take Radcliffe.
He's not a bad.
I'll take Radcliffe.
I think there was another person.
I feel like Radcliffe is too skinny. I feel
somebody.
No, there was somebody else.
Not Sons of Anarchy. I've heard somebody say something about some dude that plays on like a biker show or something, like some type of gang show, who's real like rugged and cutthroat like that.
Well, this is his.
There's this dude that used to work with the Guitar Center. He had literally a whole casting of who he would cast for these people, and he would show me pictures.
This guy, okay.
And it's like, dude, you're pretty on point with this. Like, who you got?
Okay, that's a good. Okay, what do have you seen The Boys?
I've seen some of it. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
The guy, the butcher.
Oh my gosh, no, he's too old.
Look. Look at him.
He fits it though.
He
Like,
fits
he
it,
got
like-
some look. If he's not Wolverine, he could definitely be Sabretooth.
He's also from Sicario.
If he can do Wolverine, he could definitely be Sabretooth.
He's the closest to a.
I can't. He looks too Latino.
That's fine.
Yeah. But he's the closest to being Hugh Jackman.
Man, you
as
saw how
anybody
they made
else,
Colin.
I feel like.
Colin, what's his name? Look for the Penguin. That man don't even look the same. Like,
Yeah.
come on,
It's crazy.
that's a
Because
transformation.
he
If
went
I've ever
out
seen
and
one,
made another movie, shredded as hell. That is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
they put
But
that man
he's
in
the
a fat
closest
suit
one.
and the best makeup I've ever seen.
That was pretty wild. Yeah. Nah. Back to Doctor Strange though.
Oh,
Another problem I had with
let
it
me
was
see
the
this guy. This
CGI.
is another guy. Hold on.
You don't like the CGI?
I did
No.
not like a lot of the CGI.
Thought it was too shitty or too.
Yeah, especially at the beginning too. Like it just looks too. It looked too like you can tell that when they're jumping, it looks too fucked. And then
this is straight green screen, everything. Yeah.
And then like in the first fight against that monster when they're after the wedding when he jumps off the balcony, I like the filter. Like give me Spider-Man 2 vibes, but it's just too. Back then when we used to watch like the first couple of Marvel movies, like their CG looked fucking good, and they use like kind of actual like real, I don't know what you call, like they wear the shit and it makes it look more realistic. Like I haven't seen anything look
skin suit.
I haven't. I guess because of the fact it's a straight up like Doctor Strange. He uses a lot of magic.
Yeah, so it's like
you can't
everything's already like this man's flying.
Yeah,
the whole background
it's too much
is shifting.
of that. So the CG just looks
that makes
ass.
sense. Man picked up a bus and disassembled it.
Yeah,
like
yeah, dude. I was like really caught off by the CGI, how bad it was, and I've been noticing it a lot, even in the shows too. Like people would be mentioning it, and then I'll like rewatch some episodes, and I'm like, yeah, that's.
I think I'm just biased because my bae Elizabeth Olsen was in it.
She's still bad. She's still bad.
She's beautiful.
But
I
it's
say
like
she almost replaced my love for Scarlett Johansson in Black Widow. It's a hard.
hey,
It's a hard.
in Black Widow. Who's that?
I can see that.
That's Scott Eastwood.
Oh, Scott Eastwood. I could see.
I can see him being Wolverine. Yeah, that works.
But Wolverine's supposed to be like 5'5".
Yeah, that too. A lot of people are like, he's really short, so that's another
Hugh
reason.
Jackman is not short.
I know he's not,
but that's the thing. The other X-Men movies are so casted so bad. Everything about him is so bad and inaccurate. Like, but yeah, that's very true. Wolverine's supposed to be short.
He's a little short guy.
Shit, Ruben, we're gonna put you in there for Wolverine, boy.
I don't think they'd ever find somebody short.
Interviewing Wolverine right here.
He's 53 years old.
Who? Hugh Jackman?
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
what I'm
that.
saying. He's too old.
believe
It'd
that.
be too taxing for his body to come back.
I think
and
he
do
said
it
he'd
again.
play it again though.
He said he would.
I would
but
love
the
to
thing
see
is-
it happen.
The thing is how long this is gonna be.
Yeah.
He's not.
He won't make it.
I feel like his body, like to stay in that shape and that.
They already
it'd be
did an
too
Old
much.
Man Logan too, so it's like let it end right there.
Hey, who
Yeah,
cares?
that
Bring
was
him
a
back.
good
Yeah,
That's good.
that was a good way.
Put
to,
my boy in the Avengers. He should have been there.
That was so
He should have been there before Spider-Man. Damn near around the same
for
time.
real.
Oh, he's 6'3", dude.
God
He's
damn.
not Wolverine.
Is he?
Harry Potter tall too, ain't he?
Nah,
Radcliffe?
dude, he's like 5'8".
Probably like 5'8".
Oh,
Yeah,
see, that's
5'10".
another vote. Also, people that are listening, I'm not very good with actors and actresses' names.
He's 5'8". Zac Efron's 5'8". I didn't know.
Zac Efron, that's pretty
I
short.
don't-
His name Daniel.
He can go back to singing,
Yeah.
dribbling basketball. Keep that man away from any superhero movies, please.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
I just
think
don't
he's
see
pretty
Zac
cool.
Efron, not Wolverine, bro. That's too much. Like,
Only because he's full
I,
as fuck.
I don't.
that's why.
I want my kids. I don't want your
He's
kids.
5'5".
I want nobody
Really?
kids
Daniel,
growing up.
Radcliffe
okay,
is
maybe he would be a
5'5".
good if he could bulk up more.
He needs to
Well,
get.
we gotta-
He's way too lean, bro. Well,
Man,
I mean,
yeah,
he's
that
lean,
bulk him
but
up. Get that
he
boy
needs
some
to be
muscle milk.
Brawly, bro.
Get that boy some muscle milk.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Tom Hardy.
He Venom though.
Yeah.
He can't be
I
both.
don't want to see Tom Hardy.
Get him out of Sony.
Get him out in general.
He would.
But if he
let
wasn't
that boy
Venom, he'd be a badass.
Yeah, he'd probably be
Wolverine.
pretty good. Yeah.
He'd be great. He'd be fucking
Yeah.
killer. The way if he got as big as he is in Bane,
Oh Jesus.
he'd be a great Wolverine, bro. Tom Hardy.
Well, what else y'all got on
Doctor
Multiverse of
Strange.
Madness? We over here getting hyped about stuff that ain't even out yet.
That movie is just so ass. Nah, what was it?
After all this, yeah, I think.
So after our pros and cons, SFL, any light bulbs go off? Why you hate the movie or dislike the movie?
everything.
Multiverse of Madness.
Let me see.
It wasn't very multiversal. It wasn't.
At
It
all.
starts off.
That's true.
Like,
Okay, I
and
didn't
there wasn't very much madness, I don't think, either. I don't know.
Let me see.
More of multiverse
It
of
starts off
sadness.
with him fighting.
Elizabeth
Okay,
Olsen
yeah,
crying.
the way he's right.
She
he's
bodied
right.
the whole temple.
She did, bro, legit.
Let me see. From the
I wish
beginning,
they would. Disney won't do it, but I just wish they had more like rated R.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree
not rated R,
completely.
but I guess more brutal.
More, yeah.
like,
Let's get a little bit more
not
gory,
like
bloody.
like super punch. Oh, I go far back, but no damage, no really blood. You know, I don't know.
Nah, I'm trying to see you cough out blood.
I would love to see
At
like,
least
more brutal.
that.
Like Old Man
you're not
Logan.
gonna
That's
get
why I
a hole
liked
in your
it.
chest.
a
At least
lot.
cough out blood.
Like I want to see more
like,
brutal
you know how many
stuff, less
bullets I
childish.
saw Wolverine take to the head and they
Yeah,
come
dude.
regenerating back out?
God.
Like, yeah.
Like-
And how many times
Nah,
he
I
took them
think,
claws through somebody's chest?
Yes, dude. Like
I think in the beginning of the movie, it just looked shitty. The way they were like
it was
jumping on
facts.
rocks.
Yep.
That
whole
after
scene was
that,
cringe.
and then Doctor Strange betraying her.
It was cringe.
What about
Was
that haircut,
weird. The
though?
way they landed on Earth, I mean, that's fine. Whatever. She had to get there eventually. When they fought that alien thing, that was probably the only cool part of the movie. But
I didn't like the.
it was just weird. The angles, I feel like the angles were really weird in this movie.
But
like
that was that director trying to have that whole homage to his Evil Dead stuff. So he was
Yeah.
using a lot of like the way he
and that
filmed
was the
that,
most
a lot of the
entertaining part of the
scenes.
movie.
Yeah.
All the Evil Dead stuff was the most
Yeah.
entertaining part of the movie.
I like that too.
I mean,
and that's why I was like, they could have got more brutal with it, but they didn't.
after they
more
go
horror
through that
elements,
squid
too.
monster,
Yeah.
he shows up to that girl's wedding. I thought that was completely unnecessary.
It
I
was,
think their
but whatever.
relationship, the dude needs to move on. It's
so
been,
stupid.
bro. You've lost hell. You lost Iron Man, and you're still worried about this girl who left you 2 years before you even met. This.
Tony Stark would putting out.
And then 5 years passed when the blip happened. She moved on,
Oh,
bruh.
yeah.
Like, bruh. So, I think that
That was such a
dude.
dumb
I love
thing.
romance and everything.
Dang,
love
bro, y'all
romance.
don't
I
want
believe
niggas to be
romance-
heartbroken at all.
I
But
believe
not over
romance-
her, you know.
I believe romance belongs in everything.
He lost
but-
everything because of her. What you mean?
I don't give a fuck.
What?
He lost his hands and everything because of her.
Yeah, but
No, he lost it because he was driving,
He was
being an
driving.
idiot. That's his fault.
he was driving.
I'm gonna drive and drink. Fucking go to the next lane. Get the fuck out of here. That's his fault. Don't be blaming her for that.
That way, also like the good point is like, and what if they did a better explaining that why he was hung up on her? Or something?
Yeah,
'Cause it was like
it
fresh off
did.
it, and he full on tried to save her so many times.
Yeah.
And here he didn't do. He just
Yeah,
it's
it was
already
just-
past. It's past the first movie, the way long.
That's very true.
This one, he's like, and what if he's like fresh off of like whatever, and
He's like, yo, I died for 5 years,
Yeah.
came back to nothing.
But the thing is,
I
like,
want
he's
you
in hell
back.
pretty much, just looping that shit around,
Yeah.
watching her die different ways,
Yeah.
and
the thing is, like,
That's true.
it makes
That's
way
if you
more
wanted
sense,
to
more
make a
background.
movie about him trying to get over her, because at the end he is over her, because he knows that in a different universe, if he would have done shit right, they would have been fine. But in this universe, he already
chose to be a
fucked up and is
superhero,
perfectly
basically.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he's okay, right? There was a way to work it out, and he accepts that. And at the end of the movie, he's no longer sprung on her. But if you're gonna make that Doctor Strange 2, and then make Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Don't.
I would not want to see a whole movie of him getting
or don't
over
even
his
name it Doctor
heartbreak.
Strange.
But like he
Multiverse
said-
of Madness.
But like the thing is, like, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna have him like heal and do that, make it a fucking show. Do something like don't. They I feel like they tried to push this movie to be Doctor Strange, and it wasn't as much as they wanted it to be Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
I agree.
It's not
It
Doctor
is not.
Strange. It's more about Scarlet Witch, which is really cool. But like I was saying, the best scene was. My favorite scene of the whole movie was when Scarlet Witch was chasing him with a broken ankle down the thing.
That
'Cause
was
all
all
these little
cold.
scenes of the
That
door
Carrie
closing.
vibe.
creepy. She's
Yeah.
bloody. She
Straight
has
up,
blood
that was
on
straight
her,
up
bro.
Carrie,
and it's
like all over.
Like that's really cool. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't like that. Okay, when he came back from the dead, cool. But have him do something with that. He got 9 arms for nothing.
Yeah.
Literally. He said, Phew, he opened up like a fan.
I'm gonna use him as a cape.
And the boy didn't
Why?
and the boy didn't even blow. Bro, well, what? And then that dude, the Asian dude's still alive. And I ain't got nothing against Asian. dude.
They ain't gonna kill Wong.
I ain't
Yeah,
got
Wong's
nothing.
cold,
I ain't got
bro.
nothing
Wong
against
OG,
Wong.
they ain't gonna kill
Yeah.
Wong.
But how does he keep surviving this
That's
shit?
He's an OG.
He should have died, but it's fine. Like
He's Sorcerer Supreme. He
literally,
OG.
But the
Wanda,
thing- but
she
the
did
thing
not
is-
need to push him off the cliff. She could have just,
killed
destroyed him right there. Nah, I'm gonna knock you off
like
the cliff.
if you're gonna
Stupid.
bring him in and you're gonna constantly make him a main character,
Plot armor.
don't have him hanging off the side of a fucking cliff the whole movie. Like why?
True, because he didn't do nothing useful.
Even he didn't.
He just got bodied the whole time.
And at least and it just makes Doctor Strange was so nerfed that he makes all these other sorcerers look like shit. I believe
Dude,
the
they
people
are
in Shang-Chi's movie, the people who do these martial arts and have
Oh,
these
yeah.
dragon skills, would shit on all the Doctor Strange
Probably
people.
would, bro.
They would come
Their
in.
whole village.
Now in a
Yeah.
comic,
Dragon
no
armor and
way.
shit.
If you bring a comic in and you're like, what people are shitting on Doctor Strange will take them all with one hand. Not in the Marvel Cinematic
yeah.
Universe. In this universe, they could literally pull up with their dragon, and Doctor Strange would be like, "Oh shit," and they're fucked, dude. There's nothing they can do. They are so fucking weak. They're the worst sorcerers. Guan, you're cool, but I ain't seen you do shit yet.
The sorcerers have not done nothing.
Like they haven't done
They got
nothing.
straight.
I find that comedy in him being like, oh, he's only Sorcerer Supreme because of the blip. I was gone. I think that's fucking hilarious. I really do. I really like when they throw little like shade at
little
each other.
jabs, yeah.
But make them do something. Make
Yeah.
them OP. We know they're OP. You're not hiding anything.
Yeah.
Like real Marvel fans are like, Doctor Strange should be better. And I understand that he's developing his power, but he's not developing shit. This dude is decreasing as we speak. In the first Doctor Strange, yes, he had this time stone, and then he had it without it, and then he holds water. Dude, that was the worst thing ever you could have done to Doctor Strange. They said hold this water, and ever since he's held that water cursed him, bro, because he has been losing power consistently
I don't know
after
if he's
that.
losing power.
He hasn't gained nothing.
From a writing perspective.
But do y'all
Losing
think it's
power.
also because like
He hasn't
they're
gained
trying
anything.
to keep pushing it towards they're fighting against stronger and stronger opponents, so that's another reason why he looks so nerfed.
No.
Because I mean, after
think so.
Thanos,
Somebody
it's like
did tell
everything
me-
else has to be pretty high level, you know.
Because somebody did tell me, well, this is the first time Doctor Strange went against dark magic, and I'm like, yes, that is true.
Yeah,
He did not know what to do, but fucking do something.
yeah.
Do something,
Other
bro.
than just run.
They ran away the whole movie.
Yeah.
And in the end, he's like, I gotta fight fire with fire. I gotta become demonic to
My
fight
damn
demonic.
self, yeah.
And that's fine. But when he did turn demonic and he did turn into, he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
He didn't do anything.
he really didn't.
The girl punched the
she
air.
still saved the day.
And she's and that's the thing
And
is
she
like
saved the day by sending her back to her
he
kids.
did, okay.
Yeah.
It's like for example.
She said, "I'm gonna give you what you want." And
It's
then
like
you just,
for example, you're
you
watching
fold like that.
you're watching an anime or you're watching a fucking cartoon show and or a Spider-Man and he gets a new suit and you're like, damn, he's about to use this new ability in this new suit to defeat the bad guy. This dude got a new ability and sat the fuck down to watch the show.
Yeah,
That's what he
Yeah,
did.
straight up.
He gets his new ability, turns into a zombie, gets 6 arms, and I'm like, yo, this is the coolest scene
honestly, the whole
in the whole
conclusion-
movie. Like, this is so cool. Like, this could be a poster. Him with the 6 arms being a zombie, that is fucking sick.
Yeah.
And he does nothing. He
Yeah.
does nothing. Wanda's like,
gives her prep talk.
Wanda gets bitch slapped, almost sucked into a portal, and then she's like, wow, I'm a bitch.
Yeah, then
I'm gonna
she-
save the world.
After killing so many people, she folds over on her own new beliefs and just says, "You know what? I fucked up. Y'all get out of here. I'm just,
And I
I'm
get
just
it.
counsel this myself."
Yeah, and I get that. That's the Disney part in it. She's gonna be good. She's gonna she destroyed all the books, and because she destroyed all the books,
yeah.
They killed the user, I guess.
yeah,
killed.
because she destroyed all the books, the powers that he now have cannot possess him because there is no book to possess him. He just now has the power of darkness, which is pretty cool. But this next movie that comes out, bro, if he ain't throwing people to the wall, I will be pissed.
Or facing a strong ass opponent. You know?
Who
Like a Dormammu or something, you know?
Who could his opponent be though? If he's traveling, because he's technically still traveling dimensions, trying to fix whatever.
Now it has to be Dormammu, I guess, right? Again,
maybe.
Because I mean, you know that girl at the end, she like slides the time. Something's
happening.
Happening
and they're going back to the dark dimension.
Yeah. So something's there. They started. That they gotta fight.
They have
strong.
They have a incursion in the dark dimension. That's right. That's correct.
I don't give a fuck.
So he's gonna be able.
So maybe
if it's Kermit the Frog, just make sure the dude gets wrecked by Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange only.
That's not.
I don't want him to get help. Yeah. I don't, dude.
Oh, he has help.
Iron Man movies, they were pretty shitty, but he went through some shit to get to where he was. Captain America, he went through some. Doctor Strange ain't gone through nothing but a breakup and surgery.
Oh, and training. Terrible, bro. And magic training.
And twitching to find out that everybody dies and there's only one way to defeat them. By holding water, apparently. But what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Is like he needs to do something. He has it all. He's literally the guy who's like, hey, I want to learn how to drive. Or, okay, let's say, hey, I want to learn how to play football. All right, we're going to give you the newest gloves, the newest cleats, the newest equipment, but you're going to sit the bench. For what? For what? He has everything. He has everything now, dude. He has dark powers. He has a third eye. He has one more eye than everybody else in the fucking show, in the movie. He needs to do something.
I'm trying to think of who he could fight. Who they could.
There's theories though that Dormammu is just another version of Doctor Strange too, though. Really? That from a dimension he just got so corrupted and lost himself that's what he became.
He still, but like even at the first one, he still hasn't fought that the green magic guy that was in this one.
Yeah, they're talking about that dude might come back too as like full magic. The black dude.
The black guy, I forgot his name. God damn it.
Oh, his best friend.
He used to be best friend. Yeah, because they brought him in this one, but he's another version. So it's like we still have to figure out what happened to the original version. So it's
because he does leave. But dude, it doesn't matter. I don't care who he fights.
He'd be cold
as long as he goes off. He needs to go off.
He doesn't even go off.
He needs to go off.
Thor
went off. Thor got his ass beat. Yeah. And he brought the Hulk. And in the end, the Hulk wasn't enough. And Thor was like, I don't need this fucking hammer. And he was able to control. True. Dude, people, he needs to go off, bro. He needs to go off. It's unfair. There's nobody else can steal his spotlight.
Like, I need a good, like, scene of, like, him in the dark dimension. There's, like, a bunch of creatures, and he's, like, clowning them left and right. At least. And then the main guy, whoever it is.
Star-Lord and friends won by the power of friendship. By holding that. Like, somebody needs to do something. Doctor Strange needs to do something. This movie was terrible. It made him look bad. It really did. It made him look like you know what this movie taught me? He would have been a great father if he would have never gone through a breakup. That's what it taught me. But like, that's the thing is, this movie was not good. This movie was not good. He deserves more.
I don't know, bro. In a 1v1 situation, I don't see him bodying her like that. Like, even if we took everybody else out the movie,
Wanda?
Just threw them in the ring,
but have him try before he runs away.
He didn't even try really at all. Like, he just like, let me trap her in this dimension. It'll hold her off.
This is the thing is he was going through a breakup, and the only person he fought was himself. I
mean, that's like some Dark Link shit. That's the hardest fight in that game to me to this day.
With music notes.
Yeah, I know. I hated it.
Dude, I'm telling you, I love Doctor Strange so much. It's making me mad talking about it. Bro.
Especially like the end, like how I was kind of surprised how easily they destroyed that book. You know, the whole reason he was running away was to get to that book of
the other
Ashanti.
book, yeah.
So
she destroyed it.
Yeah, but it's like she just shot him, and I guess because he was holding the book, it like surged through him, and I think it destroyed the book or something. I forgot, but I was like,
oh, yeah, so it was like, wow. Yeah, it's like that book is just useless. Y'all did all that for nothing.
Yeah. I wanted to see them at least use it, and like maybe like
and like
he was
show
able
us the good versus the bad side of it. It's like, nah, you just gotta go.
I hated that like it's more plot shit.
But
like,
that's all I asked for.
They opened the door.
Next one,
it should be good.
Have him go off.
I find it hard to see them go off because like they gotta fight scrubs to make that happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
And at this point,
he ain't fought a scrub yet.
Yeah, it ain't that many scrubs left for him to fight.
But the thing is, he is now going into a different dimension.
and there ain't gonna be no
Have
scrubs.
him. Look, I don't even care if they do the basic
is
thing.
full of like magic sorcerer using ass. Like,
and I don't care if he goes back. I don't care if they do make this like a Batman movie. I would honestly be happy if they made this like the Bane movie. Have Doctor Strange go, get his ass beat, go train, and come back 10 times stronger. At this point, I don't care for the power buff. Give him a power buff.
I mean,
in 30 minutes.
Something like that might happen. Or, yeah, he might. I mean, I feel like he's going to have to tee up, but I don't see him, unless it's like the Minions,
and that's
he
fucked
ain't bodying
up.
shit.
That's fucked up, is that you don't see him teeing up because he ain't teeing up yet.
No, I think he will have to tee up. I
but
just don't think it's going to happen unless it's
you
like...
You can't see it happen, right? I can't
it's
either.
It's because all the roles they give him are like the crucial decision-making, like...
Yeah. He's only had big battles, to be fair, actually.
What battles?
Like the ugly fish dude.
Yeah, he had to
but that dude wasn't weak either. He wasn't no scrub. Like
him. I mean, he had to face Dormammu in his first movie, and then he faced. He went in fucking Infinity War. That was a Thanos with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet, and then now he's the Multiverse of Madness. You know, he
fighting a witch. Yeah, like he ain't
strong
never
shit after strong shit.
In the first movie,
that is true.
In the first movie, he was flexing on him. He was like, "Look what I can do." Yeah. And then he goes to the dark dimension and say, "All right, let me figure this out."
One question, bro. From the comic book Doctor Strange.
Hell yeah.
Would he wipe the floor with the Illuminati?
Probably. More than likely. Yeah. That's another situation like Scarlet Witch. Like, their powers are OP, but compared to hers, like, bro, I could reverse all your shit back to you.
Yeah.
Easily. So what are you gonna do?
Exactly. But in the Marvel Disney, do you see him beating even one of them?
But he wouldn't. It's also his personality. You know, he ain't gonna go in there like,
I know.
I'm gonna kill y'all just because I gotta kill y'all.
What I'm saying is, when I see Doctor Strange in the comics, I'm like, this man's walking into a room, and he's not gonna body nobody.
He too nice.
Because everybody knows you don't fuck with Doctor Strange. But in this movie, they're like, who's this dude? Body him. Who is this guy? That's how I feel. That's anytime this Doctor Strange walks into a room, people are just like, oh, it's fucking this guy again.
But like Ruben said, everybody he's walked into a room with was somebody who said, I'm about it. Like,
even when he went to the other dimensions, he was OP in that dimension. Yeah. His version of himself was so OP. Yeah. And so crazy. Dude took Thanos himself. They literally show a scene of him taking... And this dude can't even...
too corrupt to kill me. He had to give himself up to be killed, you know?
That's how powerful he was, that he had to let them kill him. That's how strong he was.
That's also him being OP from already doing all the shit that our Doctor Strange hadn't done yet.
Still gotta do. That's true.
Because all the other versions had already went through the blood
and I get what you're saying.
Other stuff.
But what I'm saying is, it's taken people 1 or 2 movies to get to the point where they need to. Yeah. Spider-Man went off, and it wasn't even his movie when he pulled up,
he
bro.
He gonna be OGs since day one.
He didn't
every time. That's Spider-Man. That's different.
He pulled up in Civil War, and it wasn't even his movie.
That's different, bro. That's
it wasn't even his movie.
They knew the world was
Black
waiting
Panther
for Spider-Man.
pulled up in Civil War, and it was not his movie.
That's different. They say we finally gave him a black superhero. We can't let him down.
Yeah.
That's different.
The Guardians of the Galaxy pull up in Endgame, and they
Thor
go
took
off.
3 movies. The first 2, he didn't body shit. He was getting whooped around. It was weak as hell.
But the thing is, they should have learned their lesson. Doctor Strange 2 should have been a lot better.
It should have.
They should have learned
been a Doctor Strange
the
movie.
first.
It should have been, yeah.
Movies. We can't keep going back and being like, well, it took Thor.
But it wouldn't. It still goes back to like his main villain was Scarlet Witch, so it's like he ain't bodying her like that. Even on his best day, it's just not happening.
They shouldn't have used Scarlet Witch for this movie.
It took him quite a while to fight that alien thing. Dude.
They should have used the
he was struggling against the alien thing for no reason.
That's something I agree. He was also struggling against the 3 people. The 2 guys that come in Infinity War. Those first 2 creatures that come out when he does that thing.
That little fish dude.
When Iron Man does the suitcase thing.
He
was struggling with them.
That dude's a sorcerer too, though. And he's not like he's a weak sorcerer. So it's like he hasn't fought anybody in the MCU who was like really underneath him.
He didn't kill any of them.
Yeah, because they weren't scrubs.
But what I'm saying is give this man a power boost. That's all I'm asking.
I agree, but they did in this movie. That's why he got his 3rd eye now. Because he lost the stone, now he got 3 eyes. And that's why all the other ones were so OP. Because they had the whole 3rd eye shit, and they had been shadow traveling, and
all I'm
they've
saying
been doing all this shit they weren't supposed to do.
This is a good way to say it. What I'm saying is I don't think he did enough to deserve the power that he has
That's true.
now. He
not
didn't do
at all.
nearly enough.
Not at all.
So in this next movie, he needs to prove.
I think with Our Strange, they just show a lot of how OP he is and like smarts and creativity and like how
Instead of
like
his
that dude
powers.
picked up that book and
But
looked at that
but
shit and he
it's like
had
it's
every
like
spell in that book down like that.
Yeah.
But
Like,
it's
he
what
literally
it's like
read it
what
and was
Ruben
like, "All right,
said.
fuck it."
It's like what Ruben said. You don't need to introduce that this dude is smart.
Yeah,
In the very beginning of the movie, he is the best surgeon.
yeah,
You don't need to.
That's true.
I'm gonna look at this book real quick. You don't need to show
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
We
yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
that's true.
He memorized
true.
every spell. How many he used?
Man, music notes.
He didn't read the book yet though.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
before
yeah,
the
that's
book.
Right,
This
that's
is
right,
all
that's
still
right.
before he actually picked that book up.
That's right.
How many other books did he
true.
read about magic before then? Every time they pull up to his
I don't
house,
even
he's like
know.
this.
Like,
Oh, you're
He
here.
ain't reading. He
that's
just
why,
flexing.
that's why, like, in Infinity War it was better.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange was in it.
yeah.
What he do?
Not a damn thing.
Nah, but
Hey, that's not his movie though. I didn't expect him to do nothing.
But that's why,
there.
like-
And
I
this
didn't want
wasn't
him-
Wanda's movie. What do you not understand?
I'm just saying completely.
that's why the Infinity War Strange was great, because when he fought Thanos, he was using a bunch of different spells to
Yeah,
fight.
was.
Yeah, yeah,
And that
yeah.
was the best fight I've ever seen.
And
But
when
then-
did we see him do it
And
again?
he never. That's why this movie's.
Hold water.
This is his first time really after that though.
Yeah, but it's like I want. He should have at least tried
Bruh,
to do some spells.
This was no. You're
Or-
right. This is his first time where they gave him the chance.
We didn't take it.
That man was fighting.
He could have
crazy
created
roots,
his chance. He could have put a wall. He could have put a wall of dirt up. He could have made the wall of China in 3 minutes to block the water. For God's sake! And no, you know what he
Oh,
does?
nah, I'm
he
over
holds
that. I'm
the
over that
he
water
holds the
situation.
water and looks at Iron Man die. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
But he said this was the only way
Yeah,
to save everybody. That's that bullshit.
For him, the whole. Damn! Wow.
This is the outcome for
But you're
for
right.
us to save the world.
He was looking
right.
for
Shit.
a reality
You're
where
right.
he,
He
does
was-
something and he's like, damn, if I do something, I'm gonna fucking.
He basically,
You're right.
it up.
You're right. He was holding the water, being like, "This is what I gotta do.
I guess.
This is
Fuck.
the only thing I
He
can
say,
do."
Tony, I know you gonna die, but I can't tell you.
Gotta hold his water.
I'm just gonna stand over here out the way.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
But,
wanted to
yeah.
see better use
It
of
just-
magic rather than.
I think in the dark dimension, they'll probably give him some justice
And he
because he,
also
has
did-
to fight
he
more
also didn't
sorcerers. He
take on-
has to go back and
He
forth.
didn't take
with
on anybody in that Spider-Man movie. Not even one of
Well,
the
no,
6
yeah,
people
'cause
that
it's-
were
But
yeah,
there.
it did,
which is good.
It did almost show his.
because it's not his movie.
Yeah, and they didn't really show how OP he was because he didn't fight him. But like the way he trapped everybody was instantly. It was nothing to him to get them all in the cages. And he was like, "Peter, this is your shit. I'm gonna go figure out how to fix it, and I'll be back."
Yeah.
It's basically what happened in Spider-Man.
And nothing happened.
So like they
He
only use him
left
for
to
his
figure out
once.
how to fix it, and Spider-Man made shit worse because he say, "I'm gonna let all y'all back out the cage and let's
'Cause it's a
let's be
Spider-Man
friends."
movie.
Yeah, because I'm Peter Parker and I'm retarded.
But like, at what point, as the comic book Doctor Strange would have been like, "This is it, bro. Sit the fuck down. I'm gonna lock you in a cage. I'm gonna deal with this shit myself."
Yeah,
yeah,
But I get it. It's
Exactly.
not his movie. But at least have him fight somebody, bro.
yeah. That's the only
At
thing.
least
That's,
have him go off and put somebody in a cage.
that's the thing. That's
Because what happened?
but it's
Whenever
whenever
whenever he gets to the place, the lizard's already in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they not have a scene of him bodying the lizard?
Because it
Because it's
probably
not
wasn't
his
even
movie.
a body. It was just like how he caught the Dr. Ock, open the portal, push it over his ass.
Yeah.
You're in the cage now. Like, what are you gonna do to me?
Yeah.
I need him to do more.
That's just like the thing that's kind of wrong with the Marvel movies in general now, because they do too many. They rely too much on the cameos now, which is that's what like
That is also true.
Yeah.
Because like, why are you gonna bring Doctor Strange in the movie? It's not his movie.
But
But
again, they're
That's
all
why-
in New York,
yeah,
dude.
but it's like
And
that's why
all
the
of
old ones
that
are
little
cool.
shit was just to tie into the other movie
Yeah.
to be like, oh, Spider-Man already had a
Is
little
Fantastic
mishap with
Four
this.
also
All that
based in
shit
New
just
York?
for that one line.
Yeah,
They're also based in
Yeah.
New
Yeah,
York.
because Doctor Strange is in New York too.
Yeah.
The
I know he is,
Oh, yeah.
but is Fantastic Four as well?
yeah.
I think so.
Let me make sure.
We can.
Who the fuck's protecting LA?
Nobody. They don't give a fuck about California.
Yeah, for real.
I
Isn't-
never heard of
isn't
no
the
West Coast superhero.
Isn't the X-Men in like Chicago or Michigan or some shit?
I don't
Like
know.
they're in the woods up in the cold.
I have no idea. I know they are though. They are hidden. Fucking.
Well,
Hey, we ain't got
Who
nobody
protects the
down
Golden
south.
State Bridge?
We ain't got nobody down south. We ain't got nobody in the east. Apparently, New
I
York.
just need- I
New
just
York's the
need-
only city that ever has a threat. Apparently, Queens, Bronx. Just now that y'all point that out, bro, I'm kind of frustrated that every comic book literally like use New York. Like,
in
why?
DC, they're at least like Metropolis, Bloodhaven, Gotham.
They still right around the corner from each other.
For Flash, right?
Half of them fools still right around the corner from each other.
Don't. At least they're in different locations.
Yeah.
And this one, they're like, oh, he in Brooklyn. I can't step that territory.
Yeah,
Call Doctor Strange if you're getting shot in
all
Brooklyn.
we know, fucking Gotham is fucking Queens. Batman and Spider-Man in the same city.
Apparently, Gotham is supposed to be Atlanta and Georgia. Yeah, like that's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well,
that's pretty dope.
This one says, when I say where's Fantastic Four, like their city they're in, it says Central City. But then when I look up like the Baxter Foundation, which is like the building there, that says Manhattan, New York.
Yeah, I think it's in New York. Yeah.
Which is in the movie they say Baxter Foundation. So
Yeah.
So that's New York. So yeah.
So we're just gonna protect New York for the rest of our lives.
New York's
the only thing that matters, baby.
Bro.
At some point,
Big
you
Apple.
let it
City
fall,
that never
bro.
sleeps, bro.
Big Apple, baby.
They don't. They don't.
They never
They're
sleep. They got too much shit
I thought
going
that
on.
was Vegas.
They're always under attack.
I thought
Always
that
fighting
was
for their
Vegas.
lives.
We sure we're not in Vegas over here?
Dude, for real. Nah,
But all right, here we go. Last questions. Here we go.
Wait, but one more.
Go.
Yeah, please.
So yeah, the movies they just rely too much on the
Cameos.
too many cameos.
That is true.
Like the old ones, they only had when there was a specific movie, it was only them in that movie, and they would at the end like credit.
I think that's
throw in
why
the
I
Easter
really
egg,
like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Because their movies, it's just them.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no one else.
they're all up in space and shit.
Yeah.
It was nobody else is even up here to even know y'all exist.
Yeah. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I really like that.
But they about to break that too. As soon as Thor joined them, I say, oh, well, there
He
goes that
leaves.
shit.
He leaves in this
I
one.
know, but
Well, yeah,
they've
but-
already broken the surface of like.
But that's what I'm saying. And now that they're coming out with the other movie,
I think in
they
Thor,
don't have Thor anymore.
Yeah, I think in Thor, like they're just gonna do like the beginning with him, and then like they're gonna fuck off.
Yeah,
and
and
leave him for
yeah.
his own movie.
I
think that's what's
agree.
gonna
I
happen.
agree to that too.
Yeah, which is good. But in this one, if they only made it a straight up Doctor Strange movie, him by himself, no Wanda, no, just straight up Doctor
That's the
Strange, like
next
the first
one.
one.
I feel like that's the next one though.
like then it
That
would've
other
been way
bitch,
better.
she's a side character. It ain't.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna make her as important as they made Wanda in this movie.
But that's the problem. It's just Marvel movies in general now. They're kind of getting lackluster.
They're just
and
too much.
It's just
stuff.
too much. Yeah, it's too much
cringy,
stuff that ties
too
this one
Disney,
to
too
this
much
one to
trying
that
to-
one.
Oh, we're gonna build up this movie to build into the next movie we have
Yeah.
planned, and we're gonna use that movie to build up to this.
Hey,
It's too much.
they
straight
got
up build
Oda.
up.
They got Oda working for them. That's the real secret here.
Dumb, bro. Yeah,
Extending every freaking thing that they
Yeah.
possibly can.
bro. But
We gave y'all this foreshadow in season 4.
They're learning from Attack on Titan too.
No, they
We're
learning
gonna
from- they learning
extend
from
all
Oda.
this. We're gonna make no more TV shows like Moon Knight. You know that's not a thing anymore, right?
Elaborate, explain.
Like they literally the only reason they made Moon Knight is to make it a short series so that it could win an award, a short series, a short film, a short series award.
They just want money.
So
Yeah.
that means Moon Knight is not gonna be in the Avengers at all.
Yeah,
They just made him so that they can win an
fan
award.
service because everybody's where's
People
Moon
want
Knight?
him,
Where's
yeah.
Moon Knight? Why is Moon Knight not there? It's okay. We give him to him.
yeah,
But he's
I think
also
once they
OP.
started the TV shows, they kind of opened the doorway in general. Because at
Yeah.
first, I didn't really like the idea that they were doing all these like
I didn't either.
side shows and like
Yeah.
series.
Like some of them are good. It's just like
Like I rather you had just have made a movie about this dude or something.
Yeah,
Like
and
even if it
not
wasn't
drop
the
the
best
budget.
movie, yeah.
Is there another Spider-Man? Did they sign him?
There's definitely gonna be more Spider-Man movies.
I think he said he's taking a break though, and he hasn't signed anything for a while. I think I can't.
I think in
remember.
the timeline though, they already have it.
Yeah, like
dated
set.
out with.
I know
All I
there's
know
there's a
is-
Madam Web movie coming out, and apparently that's
Bro,
I
a
think-
lot of stuff in this new phase is
and I think that's
weird, like,
Extra.
Yeah.
extra shit, and it's
Attack
all
on Titan
and it's all
shit.
that.
But she has like a big part of Spider-Man.
But if you
She is a big part of Spider-Man, but for her to get her own movie,
if you look at all the stuff too, it's like
is
a
it
lot
called
of it's
Spider-Man?
No, it's
Madam's
called
Web,
Madam
or-
Web. Like I think.
it's probably gonna be a TV show though.
Madam Web Marvel. Yeah, it might
They're
be.
probably making it into a show. But a lot of it is going to damn. What was I about
She
to say?
just brings Spider-Man from other dimensions.
Marvel film.
right?
It's a movie.
That's what I'm about to say. A lot of it's the stuff that's showing like all the different dimensions and alterations. It's like this whole phase is about like this person could have been this person, or this is another version of this person.
Yeah, 2023 movie. Madam Web.
The only thing I'm excited about.
So far, they got some baddies on there. Can't even lie.
Is Resident Evil 4?
Wrong podcast. Wrong. Not wrong podcast. Wrong episode.
Look, dude.
But bad movie over in general.
Which one?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, bad movie. Don't call it Doctor Strange. I'm gonna call it Multiverse of Madness.
I'm gonna call it I Miss My Bae.
Hell yeah.
Bring her back.
King
Extend her
Simp.
contract.
King Simp Part 2. Back to the
Give
Simp.
me the good the Olsen sister back, please.
Damn, she's gone.
No, she ain't. She'll be back.
Yeah.
They didn't say that, did they? You know how they usually say at the end, this person will be back.
No, you know what they said at the end? The dude said, I finally stopped slapping myself. I said, these
Dude,
motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah. I was like, it's funny, but only like
I didn't laugh. I
was like,
unnecessary.
I didn't want to
serious.
wait to the end of the credits to see this shit.
Yeah, I was like, I waited all this time, and then I saw it again. And
I was more excited for the after credit of the Batman than I was for.
Yeah.
But that's because they're trying to build up stuff, and they're trying to give you little by little, bro. Every time they're early in the phase, they give you little teasers every time before they start just overloading you with all the good shit.
Yeah.
But I think that dude's name is Mordo.
That's.
I think Mordo might come back as a villain. I don't know. I don't even care honestly who the villain is. I think the next movie would be better though.
I hope so.
They just need to do more straight up
final
him using
conclusion.
actual magic and not.
Which
connect it
I
to
feel like in the dark
thing.
dimension, he's probably gonna have to do that.
I have to.
Because he has to fix the incursion, so whatever they did wrong, they gotta fix it.
Yeah.
Or whoever he has to beat up, or whatever he has to do, he has to solve that. Which it probably ain't gonna get solved anyway.
Make the
Because
CG way better. Like, God, dude,
maybe it's just too much CG. Because like his whole world is CG. Like he goes into dimension and everything around him is
but then
unrealistic.
But the mirror dimension in Spider-Man didn't look that bad.
No.
Like,
but not only that,
there was parts of it though that you can still tell.
But not
like,
as bad as like the intro
recently,
of this movie,
yeah.
where they were jumping.
And you compare
on
it to
rocks.
like Avatar from the first one, how long ago that was? That CG is like great, you know. And how long it's been, our technology, we should be able to do that. Like,
I might
pretty
need to see it again.
Dude,
for
that
the
movie
CG didn't bother me. It didn't stand out to me that was shitty.
The
first time,
CGI didn't bother
didn't
me.
really
It
notice
was
that
their
much.
movements while they
And
were
then,
in
yeah,
CGI.
that too, yeah.
You could tell it was fake.
Straight up green
Their
screen and
movements
all
were
that.
like when they were jumping rock to rock, you can tell they were jumping on carpet or something. Like it just didn't.
Yeah,
look.
and like because the thing was like floating and they didn't have like the float feel. Yeah.
Yeah, and just in the
I guess-
first fight too.
I guess stuff like that don't really bother me. Cause I know I accept a lot of shit for what
Watch
it
it
is
again,
at times.
and then you'll probably notice.
Now that y'all pointed out, yeah.
But I definitely saw it the second time.
Yeah, I can't give it more than a 5, dude.
I think I still give it a strong 7.
Okay. Respect.
I can see me watching it some more times.
Which one is it?
What?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah,
What is it?
No Way
Far
Home.
from the Crib. Which one is it? Which
No
one's
Way
the
Home.
newest one?
The No Way,
No Way Home. That one's a 7 for me. That's a 7. Like that's
solid.
my rating at a 7. So I put Doctor Strange a little lower than that.
I definitely
I agree.
Yeah.
Like my 10 out of 10 movie, like I said, is Your Name. Everything's good, but music, plot, story, animation, amazing. That's what I look at. Vision, music. The music wasn't bad in this one.
I mean,
other than the fight scene and the music.
this is kind of just dragging on off topic. That Spider-Man movie, I'd probably give it like an 8. I wouldn't give it too much higher than Doctor Strange, but I wouldn't put it lower. Because even that movie, I wasn't overly pleased with. I felt like it was... After watching it multiple times, I was like, "There's a lot of shit in this movie
Spider-Man's Far from the
that
Crib. That's my favorite.
There's
one,
a lot
dude.
of shit in that movie that just could have been avoided, or like could have been wrote different, or like the plot didn't have to go
lazy,
that
dude.
way. Yeah, the plot didn't have to go that way at all. There's
Exactly.
My favorite one.
After
is still
watching
the
it
second
again
one.
recently too, I lowered it too for my score. I thought it was like a solid 9 when I first saw it, and then watching it again with my mom, I was like, this is a 7 at best.
There's certain decisions in the,
The
movie
second
where
one's
it's like,
better.
if you
Second
never
one, yeah.
even made that decision, we wouldn't even have this movie. Like you could have ended this here
Such
easily.
dumb reasons.
Like the Mysterio thing.
Oh man,
That's amazing. Because everyone knows he's
so
a bad
good,
guy,
dude.
but
And-
Spider-Man doesn't.
And
that's so cool.
And
that's
the
a
same
different
thing I'm
conversation
saying-
entirely.
That's the same thing I'm
Let's not
saying
get on a
about.
tangent
That's the
right
same
here.
thing I'm saying
True.
about Doctor Strange.
I want to talk about this.
true.
That's the
We gotta
same
wrap it
thing-
up. We gotta wrap it
That's
up.
the same thing I'm saying about Doctor Strange. Is in Spider-Man they don't have to do. In Spider-Man, you know Mysterio's a bad guy from the get-go because you watch the
Yeah,
comics.
because we know what's up. Yeah.
Other than people that
In
don't
Doctor
watch
Strange, You know he a beast. Just show him doing beast stuff.
They say we're gonna make him fight nothing but the best of the best. So
because he is the best. We're supposed to be.
it's okay. Hey,
But, alright,
y'all
ask
let
your
us know what
questions.
y'all think. Y'all think Doctor Strange gonna get some redemption, or he just forever gonna be trash?
He's just forever gonna hold water.
If his next movie is a solo movie with only him in it, yes, I think they could redeem him. But if it's gonna be another like build up kind of type movie for the
How
whatever's
much more
coming,
do they gotta
it's gonna
build
be
him?
exactly.
Look at
So
bro. How many years did they build up Infinity War?
Yeah, they could.
That shit was
But that's different.
4 phases of movies.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when the characters got there, they were there.
They gonna repeat.
But the-
Rinse,
you
wash,
need to-
repeat.
Well, now there's new Avengers, so now they got to build them up too.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're building up at a. Okay, that's a good thing. There's new Avengers, and they got to build them up, because the ones that have already been there, they're already built up.
Yeah. And
Doctor
they're gone.
Strange has been building since the beginning.
Yeah, he should be.
He was one of the first movies out, and
Th-
he's still not completed.
This should have been low key his last movie. I
When
feel
they
like.
let that man go full circle, I feel like it all makes sense.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope it
so,
doesn't
too.
take 5 movies to get there.
10,
I can't vouch on that
15
one.
movies
Yeah,
to get there.
I can't vouch on that one.
All right,
but
so what do you give it in the end? You know our rating.
No,
You
he
said
said 7.
7.
Yeah, he
yeah,
said
I
7?
still keep it at 7.
I said still 5.
I personally still like the movie. I find a lot of stuff wrong with it, yeah, but overall I like the movie. I'm pleased with it.
Okay.
It's entertaining enough.
Would you watch it again?
Yeah, I'll watch it again. It's entertaining enough. It's enough good stuff to where I wouldn't
Bless
fall
your
asleep
soul,
or
dude.
just be like, man, fuck this movie.
I'm gonna watch it again just to see it again, but whenever it comes out on stream, I think it's on streaming soon. But
I'll watch it
I
again.
probably won't watch it.
I'm gonna watch it again just because, but I don't want to. I feel like I need to give it one more chance, but no, I don't. The second watch,
See, y'all watching them too many times. Y'all letting that shit. Y'all
I've
overkilling
only
it.
seen
Let
it
the movie
once, and
live.
I don't
Watch it a couple
nitpicking
times.
and shit.
Yeah, watch it a couple times. Let the movie live.
oh, that was one more
y'all
thing.
looking for
Yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. I hated that scene when they're in the new universe and they're walking around and they do that memory machine. Like it's just like straight up.
Oh,
just
yeah,
plot.
yeah.
It's
All
like,
this to show
oh,
how
convenient.
she got lost in the world to
just,
begin with.
let me.
Oh,
we have your
my
memories.
gosh.
Let's,
Don't even talk about. Shut up.
So they brought that up.
No, don't talk about
there's
that.
my mom's. That's how they died.
That
and then,
too,
and they
my
gotta
mom's.
show-
What's that about, Disney?
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for reminding me about that.
scene-
Now.
4 out of 5.
Like, I don't mind gay people.
Is,
It's
yeah, I
just
was like,
like,
is that what we pushing down to on
like-
Disney?
Oh, yeah, that's why-
Fuck with gay
supporting.
people.
That's why the
It's
movie
just-
couldn't be shown in Japan.
yeah.
Oh, China.
China.
They
and
didn't
shit,
allow
yeah.
the movie over there because her mom's. They
Yeah.
were
It
lesbian.
just seemed a little.
If that
unnecessary
ain't
to
comic
add
book
that
confirmed, I need Disney to explain.
scene. Yeah, it was just
They're just
unnecessary
throwing
thing.
shit.
Just like my dude Paperboy. Why are you? Never mind. We ain't even. That's another movie, another discussion.
I don't know if she actually has 2 moms, but if they are just throwing that, to support, which I'm all for the support of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
we
the
have nothing
alphabet
against
mafia,
that at all.
That's completely cool, but they
They
should have made Moon Knight black. If they can throw that out there, why
Agreed.
isn't Moon Knight black?
Why is he not black? Agreed. They say we can't get another T'Challa. No.
No.
They said look what Boswick did
Don't
to the
talk
world.
about
Don't
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
They
That's-
said,
That's
look
you
what
didn't get me
Boswick
started, bro.
Boswick did to the world.
Yeah.
They say he was too much of a good man. We gonna kill him off in real life and the movie. Whatever. They poisoned that man. No.
But yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
That's another thing too. I don't know where.
So in the comments, let us know what y'all think about Doctor Strange. We're probably gonna go ahead and
What you
start
like.
wrapping this up before we just
Yeah.
keep going on tangents of
true.
movies that aren't even about my baby girl Scarlet Witch or Sorcerer Suck Ass Strange.
Yeah. At this point.
Please stop nerfing my boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all who got that Fortnite skin this season though.
Yes.
Dude, that thing was ugly.
Follow
Shit
us at
trash.
Saunders Dash.